Hey there, Arkham video game fans, this is Wesatron. Today we're going to be taking a look at DC Collectibles' Arkham Origins Bane action figure. This came out within the last few months, not too long ago, and retailed for about $25. There's probably places you could find it for $20, but I paid $25 for mine. So this figure is pretty impressive in some ways and a little bit of a letdown in others, which we will get to, of course. But as far as articulation goes, which is what we're going to start with, we've got a ball jointed head. Pretty nice range of motion on that. You can see it's got really, really good up, down, and then side to side. Very, very cool. And of course, you know, standard rotation and everything. Swivel hinges in the shoulders. Go out to about that far, and they could go all the way around, but he does have hoses attached on the front and back, so I really wouldn't mess with the left arm too much. Right arm is mostly free except for this one cable here, and his right arm only goes out about that far as well. I only say a difference because he's got a pad here that blocks some of the joint. We've got swivel hinges in the elbows, which unfortunately get very, very little range. You can see that's fully bent right there, so it goes from there to there. There to there. Not great. And then rotation outwards is okay, except because of the shape of the muscle, it actually makes it bend less as you turn it, so his arm straightens out naturally. Which again, unfortunate. Swivels in the wrists. Nothing in the midsection. Very, very unfortunate there. He's got swivel hinges in the hips in DCUC style. However, the design of everything was cut in such a way that it makes them not super useful. So we can get forward very, very far. Back is blocked by the design of the hip, even though there's no butt pack, which is unfortunate because when there's no butt pack, usually you can get them to go back much further, but you can get back to maybe there. And then you can see there's some outward movement, but that's about as far as it goes before you get into the range of, am I going to break this figure trying to pose him? So you get about that far. So not a ton of range of motion in the hips, which is unfortunate. Hinges in the knees only go back about that far. Yeah, about that far. And then have rotation as well. And then swivels in the boot tops. So nothing in the ankles, nothing in the waist. Not a whole lot of movement on this guy altogether. He is very much a display piece. But in terms of size, he's actually very well sized compared to Batman, which is really cool. And if you want to see it, here also is Deathstroke. So you can see he's a much bigger figure than the others, but I would have liked to have seen him get as much articulation as this guy, who will slide in here, just so you can see scale-wise how big he is. Wow, Croc is huge. So scale-wise, very, very nice. Articulation suffers a little bit. But he does have a lovely sculpt. Let's get in and see what it looks like. So both the sculpt and paint on this guy are actually really, really top-notch. You can see there's a lot of great detail in the mask. The painted on flourishes, the designs there all look really great. There's some dimpling here, some slapped on paint, which makes it look like it's a little more haphazard, very cool. We've got little tubes here that go throughout, supplying venom throughout his body. We've got a gauge here on his shoulder, or on his chest, that's very well painted. I think I would have liked a little bit more paint on the venom tubes themselves, maybe just like a little streak of white here or there, just to make it look like it was actually pumping something. But you can see the detail on the rest of this figure is just outstanding. Got all these great buckles and everything. Everything's got a really nice wash to bring out the details. On the back side, we've got his Venom distribution unit, which is really cool. Again, because the green is so bright, it probably would have helped if there was a little bit of yellow or white in there, just to make it look like there was something moving around. Oh, one of his hoses came undone. There we go. But still, very nice looking. I love the design of the belt, the grenades on his pouches and everything. Everything looks really, really good. Nice and padded. Again, you can see that really nice wash here on the pants. Very cool. We get down to the metal boots, and they look really slick. I think they could have fit some articulation in here, which I really, really would have liked, but the figure does look great. And we have no... Oh, we do have one peg hole. That's funny. We have a peg hole on the right foot, but not on the left foot. So I guess you could use a stand. There's not really much to the back of the boots or anything, but yeah. So looks and paint-wise, he's pretty nice looking. The only thing that really lets this figure down, I would have to say, is the articulation. So overall, the figure's actually pretty sound. He does not have all the articulation that he really should have, especially for a character that is as athletic and as strong as this guy. He's a good fighter. He's not just a poser. He's not just a vanity muscle guy. So it would be cool if he had more range in his hips and if he had any range at all in his ankles. But I think a swivel would have really helped in his waist too. Of course, a hinge would be nice too, but that may be wishful thinking. The reason I have him set up with these two guys is because we are talking about value now. Tyrion Lannister here, this is everything he comes with, $20. Black Series Luke, everything he comes with, $20. This guy, like I said, is going to be between $20 and $25. Scale-wise, he's enormous. He's got better paint details than both of these guys. The only thing he's really lacking in is articulation. So I would say at this size, for the price point, he's still going to be a great deal. Now, I don't know that he's actually available anywhere right now. I know that when he came out, he was a little bit hard to find, but he may have loosened up a little bit. There may be more stock coming in. DCC has been getting really good about re-releasing figures. So if you can find this guy for between $20 and $25, I think he's a really solid buy. He won't be the most posable figure in your Arkham Origins line, but, you know, they're still working articulation into the line, so, you know, it's not a total loss. He's just, he's one of the stepping stones to a greater day. So that's it for this review. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, throw them in the box below, and I'll be glad to answer them for you. And thanks to all my subscribers for sticking with me. I really appreciate it, you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks a lot. I will talk to you later. Bye.